Hey guys, Logan here. Welcome to Circus City. For today's episode, I wanted to cover skate shoes just because there's a wide variety of them, and I feel like there's a shoe that's really good to skate in and a shoe that's not really good to skate in. So in today's episode, I just wanted to cover those bases, what makes a good skateboarding shoe, what I would recommend to skate in, and what I would recommend staying away from to skate in. And I really hope you guys enjoy the show and you learn something. Okay, so the first shoe I want to cover is the canvas style Van. Canvas style Vans are really cool just because they look really nice and they can pretty much go with any outfit. You can wear them at any time really. The only thing about these is that they're not really durable for skateboarding. As you can see, I have holes in the bottom of them, and granted, your shoes will get holes at the bottom of them from skating anyway just because of grip tape, you gotta grind in and do certain tricks. The only thing about that is that this happened a whole lot faster with this shoe than some of the other shoes that I'm going to show you in the rest of the video. So I would recommend that you just wear these out on town, maybe go on a nice date in them, but they're not really made for skating because they won't last long and then you'll be really upset because you just lost an awesome pair of shoes. I know I am. So the next shoe I have here are the Chima style Vans. These shoes are actually the Vans that you would want to skate in over canvas style. And the reason I say that is just because the soles on the side of them are a whole lot thicker and they're actually made to be skateboarded in. As you can see, I have slits on them. That is the only problem with these Vans. Vans in general, they're just going to be shoes that wear and tear a whole lot more just because as their popularity has grown, they've been used more for style rather than skateboarding. So Van has kind of cut back on the material that keeps some of these shoes wear and tear down. So this shoe, although very good to skate in, I would still recommend wearing it out, having fun. Just Vans in general are more of wear out shoes and not so much more for skating anymore just because people think these are very popular shoes, and I mean they are. Everyone knows Vans. And people are more wearing them for style rather than to skating nowadays. So the next shoe I want to cover with you guys is the Nike SB Stephen Janowski's. These shoes are wonderful skateboarding shoes. And the reason I say so is because I've skated these shoes just as much as the canvas Vans that I showed you before, and look at the difference. They're thinned out, yes, you can definitely tell that they've been skated, without a doubt. However, this shoe is definitely meant to last you longer in the realm of skateboarding than the Van is. They're made of heavier material, and overall it's a really, really solid shoe. I really like this shoe, and I recommend Janowski's for anybody wanting to get on a skateboard to have a pair of shoes to have them last longer than you would really need them to, honestly, because these shoes have lasted me a very long time. And I can still go out and get another year of skating out of these if I wanted to before I really saw them get ready to deteriorate and break down. And I just think that's awesome. These shoes are 10 out of 10, definitely. Alright, so the next shoe I want to cover with you guys is something I like to call a skateboarder shoe. I call it a skateboarder shoe because this shoe is only made for skateboarding. The company only makes skateboarding things. So you're only getting a shoe that is meant for skateboarding. Of course it's a shoe so it can be worn for style and all these things, but this shoe was made to skateboard it. These are Circus. They're called Circa Ramadettas. I really, really like this shoe. I've had this shoe longer than any other skateboarding shoe that I've shown you in this video so far. And these shoes are really great because, like I said, they're meant to last. Now, notice that these shoes have small holes in the bottom of them. But like I told you, I've had these shoes longer than any other shoe that I've had before, and I've skated these shoes more than any other shoe that I have in this closet. And as you can see, look at the wear and tear on them. I could skate these shoes for a whole nother year and a half if I wanted to, and they would, sure, they get messed up, but they would last me significantly longer than if I was skating in the canvas style Van that I showed you earlier or anything like that. Overall, this is a really, really solid shoe. Circus is a solid company for your skateboarding needs, and I definitely check this out if I was looking for a shoe to get skating done. This is a great shoe, and I recommend it to anyone looking for a solid skate shoe that they just want to skate in. So lastly, the shoe that I want to share with you guys is what I like to call a bargain shoe. This is for the skateboarder that wants to skate, wants to get a decent shoe that's going to last him a long time, but doesn't want to really spend a lot of money on it because skateboarding shoes can be expensive. So I want to cover this shoe and let people know that you don't always have to spend $60, $50, $100 to get a solid pair of skateboarding shoes. So these here are a pair of Converse All-Star skateboarding shoes. I've had these shoes for a long time, but as you can see, these shoes have not been getting skated in as much as my other shoes just because I like these other shoes. They work perfectly fine for skateboarding, and I like the style of them better. But this shoe is a very, very solid skateboarding shoe. As you can see, they do have some wear and tear because I have skated in them before. And as you can see, the bottom looks really, really good. You clearly haven't skated in them that much. But I can honestly say that this is a very, very solid skateboarding shoe. The grip on them are fantastic, and the soles on them are thick enough to the point where you can do a lot of flip tricks, a lot of tricks, and keep the sole of your shoe from ripping very quickly. These shoes are very, very cheap compared to the ones that I showed you before. The canvas style Vans, those can run you somewhere between 40 and 50 bucks. The Chimas that I showed you before, which was the other type of Van, those shoes can run you from 60 to 70 bucks. You can find them on sale for 50, but usually they're gonna run you about 60 to 70 bucks. The Janowskis, however, unless you find those for sale, those are gonna run you about 70 or 80 bucks every time. That's a really expensive shoe. Also, the Circus, because they are strictly made for skateboarding, they're going to be a little bit on the pricier side too, running you about 55 to 60 bucks. I bought mine for 55, they were on sale, but they're usually about $65 shoe. However, these Converse cost me 20 bucks at a Ross. 20 bucks. You can find these anywhere. You can find these at a lot of retail stores for very, very cheap, and they are a solid skateboarding shoe. Especially if you're just getting started with skateboarding, I would definitely go with this bargain shoe because it's gonna work. It's gonna do exactly what you need, excuse me, and it's just gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it because you didn't spend that much money on it. I mean, everybody loves saving money. So that's my shoe review, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching Logan Shreds.